The episode gave us a lot of information, and I'm going to be talking about every single one of them based on the bullet point here that I made, because I'm taking notes for these reviews. So, I asked in my previous review whether people actually wanted breakdowns or reviews, and it was a mixed bag. So, I'm going to be doing breakdowns when we have enough information from, say for example an episode, right? Or if it's like a simple episode, right, then it's just going to be a review. So I think this one is going to be a breakdown, because I want to talk about my first point is that Boruto does not know what he wants to become. For those people who have watched the movie, right, and you should have watched the movie by now if you are an actual fan of Naruto. In the movie, Boruto says that he wants to become like Sasuke. Now, what does that mean? Sasuke is like a protector of Konoha, right? A shinobi in the darkness who protects Konoha from the dark, basically. It's like what Danzo is doing, but then he is actually following the orders of the Hokage instead of doing his own thing, even though Sasuke does have his methods of getting information, but ultimately they want to achieve the same goal, and Boruto also wants to become this. So it's like, okay, is it really rewarding for the audience and Boruto in general? Because Boruto, yes, we know if he does become that, he will be happy, but will the audience be happy with Boruto's achievement? I mean, if you look at Naruto, right, Naruto was treated like shit, and that is why he had to make it. He had to prove people that judging is wrong, right, and everyone is very capable. So that is the lesson, and it's like, okay, what lesson do we get from Boruto becoming a protector of Konoha? So yeah, I'm gonna leave you to think about that. Next point is that when we listen to all these points about the next generation trying to become ninja, first of all, you need to understand that they are in different situations now. It has been pointed at in the episode that they are not in war times, you know what I'm saying? And because they are not in war times, it is not as compulsory to become a ninja, right? So because of that, a lot of these people are just becoming ninja just to become ninja. But then at the end of the episode, Kakashi actually, points out a few things, and it's going to be serious when the next episode comes, because I'm really going to be curious to see how Kakashi takes, or, how he faces these students who are not taking this seriously. Shikadai wants to become a gennin just because his parents expect it from him. And in this episode, I'm kind of shifty on why these people actually want to become ninja, right? Mitsuki just wants to become a ninja because of Boruto, right? Because apparently Boruto will become a ninja, right? So Mitsuki will follow, right, as scheduled in his schedule, right? And then the question is, what about all these other ninja, right? Because except from Sarada, I don't really think any of these other people actually have a solid reason for trying to become ninjas, right? We never got to hear what Chocho had to say, right? And then there was Sumire, who just said, I want to become a ninja. I've decided I want to become a ninja because it is okay to have friends, right? Which is what we heard the previous episode. So it's like, okay, that is not exactly specific on what you want to achieve. What is your goal in becoming a ninja? Even Kakashi questions this at the end of the episode, saying the exam is partially, for finding out the reason why they want to become ninja. Because if you really think about it, right, I think Sumire is going into this with the wrong mindset, thinking it's all about friendship, but it's not. You're going in to fight. It's like basically joining the military for your entire country, because that's what Konoha is. It's basically like a town where the military of the fire country consists, right? And feel free to disagree with me if you don't agree with what I'm saying about Sumire. But the thing is, I don't blame any of these people, because Kakashi is wondering whether they are taking this whole ninja thing seriously or not. For those people who are gonna, go on other curriculums, which, by the way, is actually explained in, this episode. I'm gonna, touch up on that later down the line. But the main point is that these people are not taking the exams or becoming a ninja seriously because there is peacetime, right? In Naruto, the main conflict was war times, and these people needed to train. They wanted it. They were always on point, on ball, ready to do anything. And there is peace times now, right? There are, a lesser demand for ninjas, which was mentioned by Kakashi in this episode. And the thing is, because there is peace times, a lot of these kids are actually raised without any need to even train at all. So it's like, if you're going to become one of the very few who decide to become ninjas, you really need to take it seriously. If you take a look right here, we have this chart of the academy and how basically how people get employed in the entire village, right? What the system has become. So obviously you start at the academy, right? And then you do written exams, and once you pass these exams, right, you go to graduation. Graduation is when you get to choose between a crossroads of three things. Okay, so it's employment, upper education, and gennin, basically, which is becoming a ninja, which is what this show is following. Now, before the peace times, it was just, you know, written exam, graduation, and then becoming a gennin by passing another exam, right? Because it was during war times and there was a, you know, demand for ninja. But now that there are peace times, there are two more things, which are employment and upper education. From what I'm guessing, because there is a lesser demand for ninjas, they have decided to increase the amount of ninjas by incorporating, you know, ninja skills into the current occupation. So let's say, for example, you're a firefighter. Like, we've seen firefighters using ninjutsu in order to take out fires, right? So the question is, like, why haven't they been doing this, you know, since the beginning? My answer to that is that ninjas were high in demand for combat purposes, and because the war is over, that leaves a lot of ninjas redundant because there is nothing to fight. There was no need to use combat. So I think what they did is they took these occupations which were still out there in their village, and then they decided to incorporate these ninjas into it to make these occupations more effective. Hence why we have ninja firefighters who actually can use Suiton to turn out the fire, right, instead of getting or gathering gear in order to do so, which can actually take time. So ninjutsu proved to be very, very effective, and I think that is why the civilization advanced so fast, because they have ninjutsu and all these other uses of chakra in order to help them develop really, really quickly. I think the upper education option actually offers you, you know, jobs which do not require any ninja related skill at all. Like, say for example, taking care of paperwork and all that kind of stuff. Like, those don't require any, you know, ninja skills. So I think that is what that is for. But, you know, from the baseline, ninja skills are pretty much required, and I think have become the social norm. And for those people who actually do not have any ninja related skills, I think that is where the ninja tools, you know, come into place. So right now, look above the video, right? There's an eye at the corner, right? And I want you to vote whether you actually like these ninja tools which are coming into Boruto. I want you to vote yes or no, because my next video coming up is about ninja tools and explaining how they actually work in the world, and, you know, the possibilities of what these ninja tools are to bring to the world of Boruto and Naruto. So go at the top, right? At the top right, yeah, there's like a little circle of the eye right there. Go there, you know, there's like a voting poll, and click yes or no. Orochimaru makes an appearance, and this is how you know Naruto is actually a bad Hokage, right? Shikamaru says that he is too trusting, which is very true because we know Orochimaru is actually planning something, okay? Now, Naruto mentions that Orochimaru actually helps Sasuke out, you know, figure out how to use his space-time jutsu or whatever it is, or at least the research for the Gozu Tenno. However, what he does not know is that Orochimaru is low-key commanding Mitsuki to carry out missions, you know, in the Leaf Village. Like, he tried to kill one of Boruto's classmates, the class rep, right? And Naruto does not know this because he is very trusting of Orochimaru. Well, at times, because he was very cautious when he came into Orochimaru's lair. However, because of him being so naive, Orochimaru is actually getting away with things which he shouldn't. He should be dead because he is actually a hazard to the entire world. Like, this guy has actually duplicated a Mangekyo Sharingan, right? Imagine if this guy actually got his hands on Katasuki's research on ninja technology. Like, this guy can change it into a whole different thing and bring it to another different level. This guy managed to bypass the limitations of the Mangekyo Sharingan with Senju DNA. If you give this guy a little bit more time to do his research, he will be able to replicate a Rinnegan. So there is this scene where Namida and Wasabi are arguing, right? Because Wasabi wants Namida to become a ninja, but she cannot because of family issues. Sarada decides to avoid the situation of talking to both of them being a fake friend, because apparently she has nothing to do with it. So Boruto talks to Sarada and he says, if you want to be Hokage, you should actually try and, you know, approach these situations as training for when the big tasks actually come, you know what I'm saying? And then she goes in to talk to Namida, right? But then again, there is no point because Shino actually convinces her parents to make her a shinobi and she decides to do so. But then Sarada was actually cowering, and the only thing I took from that scene is that Boruto can be very manipulative based on how much you trust him and take his advice, because he pushed Sarada's buttons alright. He actually convinced her using her need to become Hokage to get her to solve a situation which he recommended her to do. So in a way you can, say it is being manipulative, but at the same time he is kind of helping. And it is kind of funny how Katasuki used Boruto's need to impress his father to manipulate him as well. So we get to the end of the episode, and what I've collected is, from what I see, right, when Hinata dropped the line of, we want you kids to become whatever you want, right? And then Boruto decides to become a shinobi because he wants to impress his dad. I'm wondering what Himawari wants to become, because she has no need to impress Naruto because she's even too young to be, thinking about Naruto 24/7. You know what I'm saying? It is Boruto that wants Naruto's attention. So I think Himawari may just be a normal civilian. Who knows? Maybe she might be one of the new generation ninja who actually use these ninja tools, right? So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. And then we have Kakashi's review of all the ninjas, and he's serious. He's not really pleased with what he's heard, because a lot of these so-called ninja are not really prepared, or they don't even think about the possibilities of what they are about to face. And he actually needs serious people to become serious ninja, because it's not a joke out there, and you can get killed if you play around, and it looks like these kids are just playing around. So yeah, I want to see how serious he gets in the next episode. I really want to see what the gennin exam is like now. With that being said, have a look at How to Improve Boruto, which is a collaboration I made with Bara B and Brazymatic, which is basically a wish list of what we want to see in the future of Boruto. And also have a look at how scientists were able to recreate the power of Gengaku and Kinkaku. Then finally, why Boruto does not have the nine-tailed chakra, because I go a lot into depth, and up until now people still believe he actually has the nine-tailed chakra. So with that being said, I have nothing more to say. Like, subscribe and comment if you actually liked my video, and I have nothing more to say. Bye.